Welcome to the Streams in the Desert series. Today we are at Devotional number 36, and we are happy you chose to join us. Today's focus will be on 2 Corinthians 6, verses 9. As dying and behold, we live. I had a bed of asters last summer that reached clear across my garden in the country. Oh, how gaily they bloomed. They were planted late. On the sides were yet fresh blossoming flowers, while the top had gone to seed. Early frost came, and I found one day that long line of radiant beauty was seared, and I said, the season is too much for them. They have perished. And I bade them farewell. I disliked to go and look at the bed. It looked so like a graveyard of flowers. But 4 or 5 weeks ago, one of my men called my attention to the fact that along the whole line of that bed, there were asters coming up in the greatest abundance. And I looked, and behold, for every plant that I thought the winter had destroyed, there were 50 plants that it had planted. What did those frosts and surly winds do? They caught my flowers, they slew them, they cast them to the ground, they trod with snowy feet upon them, and they said, leaving their work, this is the end of you. And the next spring there were for every root 50 witnesses to rise up and say, by death we live. And as it is in the floral tribe, so is it in God's kingdom. By death came everlasting life. By crucifixion and the sepulchre came the throne and the palace of the eternal God. By overthrow came victory. Do not be afraid to suffer. Do not be afraid to be overthrown. It is by being cast down and not destroyed. It is by being shaken to pieces and the pieces torn to shred that men came of might, and that won a host, whereas men that yield to the appearance of things and go with the world have their quick blossoming, their momentary prosperity, and their end, which is an end forever. Measure thy life by loss and not gain, not by the wine drunk, but by the wine poured forth. For love standeth in love's sacrifice, and he who suffers most has most to give. This was devotional number 36 in the Streams in the Desert series. We thank you very much for joining us, and we do wish for you a most blessed and productive day.